Hi. Hi. Welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In today's class, we will derive electric field intensity due to infinite line charge by using Gauss law. That is Gauss law application. Application number 2. We have 4 applications by using Gauss law. By using Gauss law, we can derive E due to point charge, E due to line charge, that is infinite line charge, and third one is U due to infinite sheet of charge, and fourth one is electric field intensity due to uniformly charged sphere. Now coming to second application, that is E due to infinite line charge, electric field intensity due to E due to infinite line charge by using Gauss law. Already we derived, that is E equal to rho L by 2 pi epsilon naught rho A rho. Always I consider epsilon as epsilon naught, means what? Immaterial space. Means here I consider medium as what? Free space. Clear? So it is 2 pi epsilon naught rho into A rho. Okay, to derive this, already I did a video on this electric field intensity due to infinite line charge. In that video, to derive this equation, I had taken around 48 minutes. But by using Gauss law, we can derive this one within 5 to 10 minutes, or else within 5 minutes only. Now, coming to Gauss law, what is Gauss law? From Gauss law, we have psi equal to what? Psi equal to q enclosed. Psi t equal to q enclosed. That is total electric flux through a closed surface equal to the charge enclosed by the volume. That is the Gauss law statement. Now write this psi in terms of the flux density, that is integral d dot ds. Integral d dot ds equal to what? Q. Let us write this one as q. Now line charge. In case of the line charge, we need to go for cylindrical coordinate system. So let us take this as the line. So charge is distributed from this top to bottom. So bottom of the marker and bottom to top, bottom of the marker and top of the marker. At each and every point we have the charge. At each and every point the charge is same. It is distributed with uniform charge density rho L. Line charge density rho L. This one is symmetrical to what? Cylinder. So that's why here in this case, in order to get this electric field intensity due to infinite line charge, I will consider symmetry about what? Cylindrical coordinate system. Here for cylindrical coordinate system, symmetry depends on what? For cylindrical coordinate system, COS means cylindrical coordinate system. Symmetry depends upon symmetry of charge distribution, or else symmetry of charge distribution depends only on rho. Symmetry of charge distribution only on rho. Therefore, D should be taken as what? D should be taken as along rho direction only. D rho A rho. D should be taken as what? D rho A rho. Okay, this is important. Now, substitute this D in this equation. So, we will get what? Only on rho. Now, substitute D as what? D rho A rho. That is D rho A rho. Of course, it is closed surface integral. Next ds, we need to consider the differential surface area normal to rho. As we consider d, d along rho direction, it is always normal to the surface. This d, that means field component is always either electric field or this electric flux density is always normal to the surface. If I take this as the surface, flux is coming out from this one like this. So that means what? So it is this one, this marker is normal to this surface. Okay. So that's why differential surface area normal to rho. What are the elements in cylindrical coordinate system? Rho, pi, z. Okay, what about the differential elements? I will write the differential elements here. Okay, here rho pi z. For rho, differential element along rho direction is 0. For pi, as it is angle, different elements in the cylindrical coordinate system, rho pi z, 3 elements. Pi is angle made by rho, so that's why rho d pi, rho d pi. This pi is angle made by rho, and z, for z, dz. Except to rho, differential surface area normal to rho means except this rho, we need to multiply remaining two. What are the remaining two? Along pi direction, rho d pi. Pi is angle made by this rho. Once again I am repeating, pi is angle made by rho, so that's why differential element along pi direction is this one. Otherwise, please refer the concept differential elements along unit vectors, rho d pi, and differential element along z direction is dz. Okay, and this differential surface area is normal to what? Rho, a rho. So this is equivalent to what? Here I substituted, therefore that is d rho a rho, d is taken as d rho a rho, ds is what? Differential surface area normal to rho. This a rho indicates what? This surface area is normal to rho, equal to what? It is equivalent to what? Q. It is equivalent to Q. Now let us simplify this one. Now we can simplify. This d rho is the magnitude along rho direction. Magnitude means some constant value, so that's why send this constant out of the integration. Here integration with respect to pi and z. Except pi, you need to write remaining elements outside of the integration. A rho dot a rho is what? This is a rho dot a rho. A rho dot a rho is, I will write here, a rho dot a rho is 1. In the previous case, ar dot ar for spherical coordinate system. Here a rho dot a rho. Okay, since cylindrical symmetry of charge distribution depends upon rho only. In spherical, symmetry of charge distribution depends on r only, d rho. So this d rho can be written outside of this integration, or else I can write this surface integral. Actually, basically it is surface integral. Surface integral means what? Double integral. So integration with respect to what? Pi and z. So pi limits. So z limits. Let us take z is from some finite length. So that is z equal to 0 to L. And what about rho? Okay. What about pi? Pi is 0 to, pi is equivalent to 0 to 2 pi. Okay, z is some 0 to particular length L, line charge. So that's why I consider z as L. So line charge is placed along z axis. In the previous derivation, that is electric field intensity due to infinite line charge, we consider line charge along z axis. Okay, first we consider finite charge. First we consider a line charge of finite length like L. Here also consider a finite length L. Okay, infinite is ideally, but practically this length should be very large. Clear? So a rho dot a rho is 1, d rho, a rho dot a rho is 1, and write down. So this rho is also constant because integration with respect to pi and z only. So that is d rho into rho. And what about pi component? Only we have this d pi only. So that is d pi. What about pi limits? Pi is 0 to 2 pi. And what about z limits? Z component, that is dz. So z limits are from 0 to L, is equivalent to what? Q. Now let us simplify this one. Therefore like this. Okay, now let us simplify this one. That is d rho into rho, d suffix rho, not d rho into rho. Okay, we can't cancel this one and this one. It is d suffix rho and into rho. And here integration differentiation cancel out. We have pi. So limits are from 0 to 2 pi. And here integration differentiation cancel out. We have z. So limits of z is 0 to L, equal to what? Q. Now d rho into rho into 2 pi minus 0, L minus 0. So that is 2 pi L. So that is d rho, we can write like this, d rho 2 pi L. Okay, 2 pi rho L, we can write like this, that is 2 pi into rho, and here L. equal to q. Now from this we can write a d rho, here also d rho, okay, d rho equal to what, q by L into 1 by 2 pi rho. Q by, I am sending this L to this side, q by L, and this 2 pi rho, that becomes what, 1 by 2 pi rho. Q by L into 1 by 2 pi rho. Q by L is what? Charge per unit length, that is nothing but line charge density. So that's why we can write, this one is important, this one is important in this case, means symmetry of charge distribution depends on rho only. Now we can write that part here, that is d rho, write that equation as it is, d rho equal to what, q by L into 1 by 2 pi rho. Q by L means what? This is equivalent to what? Q by L, charge per unit length, that is a line charge density, rho L, uniform line charge density, rho L by 2 pi rho, since rho L equal to what? Q by L. Therefore d equal to what? But d equal to, we can write like this, but d equal to what? But d equal to what? D rho a rho. So that's why d rho is what? Already we derived this d rho equal to what? Rho L by 2 pi rho into a rho. Okay, this is about d. Now what about E? Therefore E bar equal to d by epsilon, or else d by epsilon naught for free space, d by epsilon naught, it is vector quantity. Now substitute the d bar. What is d bar? D bar is what? Rho L by 2 pi epsilon naught rho into a rho. This is what? Electric field intensity due to rho L by 2 pi epsilon naught rho a rho. This is electric field intensity due to infinite line charge. Okay, it takes around, I think it may be 10 minutes or 8 minutes. Okay, it is around 12 minutes to derive electric field intensity due to infinite line charge. It takes around 12 minutes of time. But in the previous lecture, without application of Gauss law, by using Coulomb's law, we will get electric field intensity due to infinite line charge. Around, I have taken 48 minutes to derive this electric field intensity due to infinite line charge. So that is the specialty of this Gauss law. Okay, complexity is somewhat reduced. By using Gauss law, we can find electric field intensity, that is what? E equal to rho L by 2 pi epsilon naught rho a rho. Okay, thank you. We will meet in next class, that is application number 3. That application number 3 is what? In this we discussed what? E due to infinite line charge. Now we need to change this one to what? Infinite seat of charge. Infinite seat of charge.